Hello. I had all good intentions to film my mid-year freakout tag today. However, I'm not feeling quite at my best. I have had the most gorgeous weekend celebrating my birthday, which was on Saturday, which finished with Pride yesterday. Chepstow hasn't had much of a history of Pride. I think there was one sort of official first Pride last year, but it was quite a small thing. But this year there was a full parade and a whole day of stuff, and my singing group were there performing, and it was lovely. It was a really, really special day, but I went a bit hard on the celebrating, and so I'm feeling a little bit delicate today and not quite up to doing a full sit down video where more people are likely to watch it, because it's a tag. So excuse me, sir. So I thought instead I would show you the books that I got for my birthday. We'll do a wee birthday book haul, and I have decided to take part in the tarot readathon this year. Now, I know what you're thinking, Kerry, you said at the start of the year you're going to do less of that, and you're already doing more than you'd planned. I know. But I don't know. Curiosity got the better of me, I think. It seems to be a bit low-key though. It seems to be a bit more chill than the Amazing Readathon. The Amazing Readathon, you get a certain number of prompts and you get given a prompt every few days. You kind of basically have to keep up with that, whereas the Tarot Readathon, you read as much as you want to. So yeah, we're just going to do it. See how we go. I have got some books that I want to try and get to sooner than later, so I'm going to be looking at pulling from a sort of mini TBR first, but it depends what prompts I get, doesn't it? So let's start with the birthday book haul. The first book that I got from my mum is Welsh Food Stories by Carwyn Graves. This I saw on the lovely Sophie's channel, and it's all about Welsh food, which I think will be delightful. And then lovely Charlie from Charlie Brooke Reads got me The List of Suspicious Things by Jennie, Godfrey. This I think is about two young people sort of trying to investigate the Yorkshire Ripper. It's giving, what's that book by Joanne Cannon, with the two girls investigating the lady that's gone missing. Mrs. Creasy's gone missing. One of them wears a sou'wester hat. What's it called? You'll be shouting at the screen, no doubt. I don't remember, but it sounds a bit like that Joanna Cannon book, which I thought was delightful. So I'm looking forward to this. This has actually gone, I've put this on one of our book clubs, spinner wheels. So we put suggestions on the spinner wheel, and then it picks at random what book we're going to read next. So it's on there. So I just need to wait for that to come up. And she also got me A Long Petal of the Sea by Isabel Allende. This was recommended by another friend, so I'm looking forward to getting to this. I've heard only good things about Isabel Allende. And then the lovely Joy got me 3 books about dogs. She knows the way to my heart. So we've got The Dog by Kirsten Erkman, a classic tale of the unique bond between man and dog. We have Jillian by Halle, Butler. I don't know what this one's about, but it was on my wish list. Megan's only 24, but her life feels like a dead end, working as a gastroenterologist receptionist and resenting the success and happiness of her friends. The only thing that makes her feel better is obsessively critiquing the behaviour of her colleague. Jillian, a grotesquely optimistic 35-year-old single mother, Jillian's chirpy positivity obscures her mounting struggles until her downfall is precipitated by the purchase of a dog. And then she's also got me When the Cranes Fly South by Lisa Ridzen. I actually have this on NetGalley and now it's out. But I've seen lots of people reading and really loving this. It's got really kind of like heartwarming vibes. So I'm likely to get to this quite soon, I think. Then my mother-in-law got me 365 Days of Stitches. So a couple of years ago I did a embroidery journal where you embroider different motifs to represent things that you've been doing or enjoying. You kind of take a piece of fabric and divide it up into 12, and they represent you 12 months, and you fill it with whatever you want to. So this has got lots of patterns for teeny little motifs, which is lovely. And then last but not least, my partner got me Unprotected by Billy Porter. He knows what a massive fan I am of Billy Porter. I have actually read this on audio and thought it was wonderful. It's a memoir that I will never stop recommending. So I'm really, really delighted to have my own copy. So that's my birthday book haul. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was just pull my first tarot card and figure out what prompt it is and maybe pick a book with you. So we'll do that next. Okay, here goes. First tarot pull. I don't know if I've put these in order at some point. Give them a decent shuffle, just to be sure. You can, for this readathon, pull like as many cards as you want, books, all in one go. Or you can go one at a time. I'm going to go one at a time. Okay. First card is the Knight of Cups. Let's see. I've printed out the list of prompts. So, cups, knights. Cups, Knight. Read a book with a character going through emotional turmoil. I think we can manage that. Okay, I'm going to go and find what that book might be. Okay, I am going to go for one of my book club picks for this month, and that's Oryx and Crake by Margaret Atwood. I'm actually going to see Margaret Atwood in September, I think, which is very exciting. But yeah, so Oryx and Crake, I don't know a huge amount about it actually. I think it's speculative, and it's about a man who's kind of isolated on his own, and he's only got kind of creatures for company, and it's about him kind of reflecting on his childhood and how he got to where he is, and there's some sort of experimentation or something like that. So I figure the loneliness and isolation and lack of other human interaction would probably lend itself to a character going through emotional turmoil. We're going with it. So that's my first pick for the tarot readathon, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it because I don't have much else to give today. It's as much as I could do to walk the dogs this morning before it got very hot, and Brennan's got hydrotherapy this afternoon, and that's basically all I intend to achieve today. I did wonder about not bothering with a video today, but it's been nice to do something a bit quick instead and show you the books I got for my birthday, and start off the tarot readathon, which begins officially tomorrow. Let me know if you're taking part, by the way. That'd be fun. So that's it. I hope you have a great week ahead, and I hope that you're looking after yourself, and I will see you again in the next video, which will hopefully be my midyear freak out tag. Take care.